you. I wondered what it was all about. I did not understand the story, so I decided that I had to understand something at least. So I discovered that Perfect Day for Bananafish is the first story of 9 stories of Salinger stories called On the Glass Family. Seymour Glass, I mean his family. And it's from 1953. If you see the 9 stories together, you get some clues about this one in particular. And all the stories talk about psychological effects of war, spirituality, Zen Buddhism also, and but all these symbols are spread in the story. We also have to think that this is after the Second World War, and that Freud and existentialism are very present in people's life and in the intellectuality. There are 2 ways, according to the critics, there are 2 ways of interpreting Salinger stories, or you look for the significance, the meaning of each word or each sign, like why the room is 5 or 7, or why so much details, or you just think you interpret the story with your feelings and no logic. Okay, so there are the 2 possibilities. I tried both together. So Perfect Day for Bananafish is about characters. I mean, Muriel and Seymour and Sibyl, and also about the theme, psychological problems after the war, and the spirituality and existential problems of people. So that is the theme. So the first question we can ask is, why have we got so much details on Seymour's personality and character, and so much vagueness on Muriel's? Because Muriel's, we don't know very much about her. We just know that she's always indoors, that she's a fashion victim or something like that. She's always thinking of buying things, and about Seymour, we don't know exactly what is wrong with him, because the narrator never tells us that he comes from war. We know that through the conversation between Muriel and her mother, not exactly that, we know indirectly. And we know that he has got mental troubles. We don't know exactly how much. And then we see him behaving in contact with a little girl. Muriel is very vague. For example, she does not finish the sentences. She says, and so forth, and this stuff, and she's not very precise about. And she reflects exactly the way that the people really talk. And she's very superficial. She's not like Seymour. Seymour is very precise in his descriptions, colors of things, and when he tells Sibyl about Bananafish, he gives lots of details. Women in the story, like Muriel, the woman in the elevator, and Sibyl, all, if you have seen, have some kind of relation with sunburns, the sun and the sunburns. And I have found out that in the story, the sun exposure to sun is exposure to life. Muriel is burned, so she is consumed by her greed of buying things and materialistic. Sibyl, who is the younger, is still protected by suntan lotion. She's not burned yet. She's pure, intact. not yet there. And that's why Seymour can communicate with the little girl, because he after his experience of war, he has recovered some kind of spiritual purity. He has found what is really important in life. And so he's closer to the children than adults. Women in the story talk only about fashion and superficial matters. And even when they talk about important matters like Seymour's mental illness, they don't give it very much importance. It's not. They don't go very deep in the reasons and why. So this idea of purity is reinforced by different things. For example, it is connected to Rilke, the poet. I have a question about why is it so important, the poetry and all the mention of the Rilke and Eliot poems. It's because Rilke has also an experience of war, and also has a theory about the openness. I mean, man, people in the open, in relation with nature, and to go back to the origin of things and purity. And that's why he's always in the open, on the beach, and he's not indoors. Also, but the fact that the trunks are blue, blue is a pure color, is associated with purity. And in fact, the little girl has a yellow bathing suit, but Seymour says that it's blue because he needs to see blue things or pure things. There is a mention in a poem of Rilke who says that man, when they go to the end of their capacity of supporting suffer, don't see the details of things, but they see what they need to see. So that's in Rilke poem.